This boy is not a human, but a kind-hearted wild buffalo monster. As night falls, a heavyweight boxing match is about to begin. However, the boy's boss secretly colludes with three thugs and hands a stack of cash to the event organizers, instructing them to make sure to hurt the boy. In the locker room, the coach is giving the boy a pre-match pep talk, encouraging him to keep going and assuring him that he will one day rule the boxing world. At that moment, the three thugs quietly walk into the locker room and skillfully pull weapons from their bags. The boy is already accustomed to this, as this ritual happens before every match. It turns out that this is part of the boss's plan to activate the boy's wild nature. Once the buffalo power is triggered, no one can defeat him. The coach is pacing nervously outside the door. When the door opens again, the three thugs are already lying on the ground, groaning in pain. After this boost, the boy seems to be reborn, radiating a violent aura as he strides toward the ring. The audience erupts in deafening cheers upon seeing him. This new boxing star has won 10 consecutive matches, and tonight's opponent, known as the Terminator, is equally formidable. However, the match begins, and in less than 10 seconds, the boy knocks his opponent to the ground with a powerful punch. The boy's mother, watching from the stands, is so excited that she dances with joy. Meanwhile, the boss receives a call from Moore. Moore demands more medical expenses and threatens to report the boss's actions to the committee if his request is not met. To avoid trouble, the boss reluctantly agrees to meet Moore. That evening, he goes alone to the agreed location but meets an unfortunate end. The next morning, Nick and Hansen arrive at the scene and find Moore dead, his chest pierced with 4 large stab wounds. After receiving Moore's address from a colleague, Nick and Hansen go to Moore's house to investigate. Moore's sister tells them that Moore was once a boxer, but after retiring, he worked at the boxing gym. However, every time Moore came home from work, he was covered in injuries, which confused his sister. Nick and Hansen then go to the gym to inquire about the case. The boss claims that after retiring, Moore worked as a sparring partner and occasionally helped deal with troublemakers. As for Moore's death, the boss says he knows nothing about it. When the boy hears about Moore's death, he is filled with guilt, thinking that his heavy punches from the previous day's match might have caused Moore's death. However, the boss tells him that they have already paid the proper compensation and that anything that happened to Moore afterward is not their concern. The boy, unable to believe this, runs to the roadside and vents his frustration on a trash can. This scene is seen by Nick, who happens to be passing by.